I don't hear anything. So since yesterday we all have been hearing about real-time information, providing real-time information to our customers. So today I would like to share one of the processes that we at TIPCO has implemented to provide real-time information to our customers, and that might be useful to you in future. Yeah. Yeah. Again. Okay. I don't need this. Okay. So as per the traditional release life cycle, generally we release our documents after the product is released. Am I right? Yeah. But for some larger product groups, the product release life cycle goes it lasts for a year or two. So in today's scenario, when we are receiving real-time information from our customers, suppose we are receiving service requests for our documentation or any important real-time feedback for our documentation. So is this right or okay to wait for a year to update the documents? What is the answer? No. So we have to update the document either prior to the release or after the release has happened, and if you receive any feedback, that should go in the document, but you don't have to wait for a year for the next release. So you update the document prior to the release. Therefore, we introduce the process called post-GA release. It is also called out-of-cycle release. So what is this process? I hope you all know the full form of GA. General availability. That means the product is available to all customers. So the post-GA release is similar to the GA release. You have to go through the entire documentation development life cycle. You have to inform the stakeholder, that is product owner or whoever is involved into the product life cycle, that what content is going to be in the documentation. Then after, in our case at TIPCO, we have a documentation site. So this process became easy since we have documentation online available. Customers can easily access the documentation. So when we are done with our docs, when we release the post-GA docs, the documentation becomes available on the doc site. Okay, we have made available post-GA docs on the doc site. But how will the customer know which documents you have updated? Because in case of post-GA release, you don't necessarily update all the doc set, because in some cases you might have multiple guides, 8 or 9 guides. So you don't generally update all guides, because sometimes you receive feedback only on installation guide, users guide. So how does the customer come to know? So on the doc site, we have made a provision to show a notification icon in front of the updated guide, so that when customer mouse over, he or she comes to know, okay, this guide has been updated and which section has been added, which section has been updated. I'll quickly show you how do we show it to the customer. So this is our doc site, docs.tipco.com. Here I search for the product which I work for. Here you can see a drop down list. It is a list of number of releases. So recently we had 832 GA release. Okay, after the GA release, we received some information for the installation guide. So we have, So GA release happened in the month of October. After the GA release, we received some information on installation guide and we wanted to update the installation guide. So we updated it and released it after GA. So you can see the difference between months and a notification icon in front of installation guide, and it says added a new section to upgrading section. So this is how you can implement the post-GA process. There are many things. If you want to know it involves many things, like you have to create a JIRA, that is to show to the stakeholders that this is the post-GA. So if you want to know, you can contact me offline. That's what I wanted to let you know. You can implement it in your product. Thank you.